Happy Monday, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Good evening to all of you. This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. And here's the upcoming schedule for Minneapolis. On Wednesday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, seems like the season's flying by as that's already their 10th contest of the year. The pecking order in the league's starting to take shape.
Now look at the Minneapolis opening lineup. Kobe Bryant is out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Detroit, Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. And it's Duren in at the 5. Stan, on the tail end of a back-to-back, tired legs can be a factor.
Yet fatigue as part of a long NBA season. And to me, it's the veteran guys who know how to be successful even when they're not at 100% that do the best in these situations.
Yeah, almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow, just wow.
And the shot goes down.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Harris, right side. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle.
The free throw drops for Harris.
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots, Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Bryant, no good. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. And that one's good. Cunningham.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Irving. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
The defense gives Shai all their attention, and that leaves another guy open and ready to score.
Ivy outside. The 3, here's Harris. Sinks it from distance. Harris has got 5.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
An example of the unique leadership of Gilgeous-Alexander, getting the 3 points right back for them.
Back to Harris. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Irving for 3. Drops in the 3. He has 6.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Harris down low. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
And the free throw, no good. And one thing we know we'll see, Jalen Duren giving his all on the glass, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, look, he's one of the best per-minute rebounders in this league, and it's what the team needs for him. But he's also become a very good finisher around the basket.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. The Lakers in second.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And Allie LaForce spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. Allie?
Our topic was how he'll defend Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Coach was straightforward, saying Shai demands so much attention with the ball that he can warp a defense. He'll need to stay disciplined and not get caught watching the play. We'll see how that approach works out for them, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. No one covering. Ivy's got 6 points.
Wow, on fire. They haven't missed a shot so far.
Inside, here's Nowitzki. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Harris. He's got 5, and that one off the back of the rim and in. He's got 7.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Cunningham, coming off a terrific game against Brooklyn. Thompson, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander, and that one's good. Cunningham.
A little back and forth from Cunningham. He's gotten comfortable from three-point range.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside, and it's Harris with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Shots blocked, and it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Shot from the inbound. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. And so it's Irving who brings up the ball for Minneapolis. 6-point game. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan. Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
The 3, here's Harris. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist in this one. Abdul-Jabbar. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And the Pistons making a change here. Beasley's checked in, and Minneapolis making a change here. The Pistons lead by 3. Pass to Ivy. There's the triple. Beasley, that one's good.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Irving for 3. And again, it's Minneapolis with a 3.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Now here's Beasley. And Detroit another 3.
Wow. Some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
Bryant outside. And again, it's Minneapolis with a 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Cunningham passes to Beasley. Harris with it. Duran the screen. Here's the 3. And the Pistons, another 3.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
And Irving gets it to go.
They can't stop him.
Beasley outside. Back to Cunningham. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And make no mistake, Cade Cunningham is the engine of this team, Grant.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Cade Cunningham has faced his share of challenges in his career, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, the injuries, the discouraging losses, but he's remained steadfast through it all. He's a committed and mentally tough player.
Believes in his game and now wants a team around him that can fulfill that need. Now here's Harris. He's got 13. Here's Beasley, who drains the 19-footer. Beasley's got 8.
And I'll tell you what, that's what being unselfish is all about. Ivy finding the open man.
That ties the game.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Back to Cunningham. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, it's Detroit. Cunningham's gone 3 of 4 here from the field. Pass to Irving. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Now here's Duren. An 11-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
Yeah, and he also put in major work on the boards. Just an all-around dominant performance.
That one falls. He's got 10.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Bird passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Ivy's shot is off. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Minneapolis. And that one's good. Bryant.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Duren with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Sinks the tray.
Cunningham is so skilled working the pick and roll. That time the play was for himself to score.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
There's Cunningham with a 3. And the three-pointer goes.
Oh, he's on the attack, hitting 6 of his last 7.
Bryant from deep three-point land. They grab their own miss.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Beasley outside. Harris outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. And the Pistons lead by 1.
That makes them 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
Bryant from deep three-point land. Abdul-Jabbar. Irving, no good. Now here's Cunningham. He's got 16. Shot from 16. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And it's a 3-point Detroit lead. Bryant outside. Gets the 3 to fall. 9 points in the game.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
Now here's Cunningham. 18 points for him. And again, it's Detroit.
What an exceptional start for him, draining 8 of his last 9 shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Irving. Oh, nice shot by Bryant.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Jacks up a 3, and again, it's Minneapolis with a 3.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Now here's Cunningham. 20 points for him, and the shot goes in.
Well, Cunningham, offensively, he can hurt you in so many ways, and he's got it.
Oh, my goodness, it counts!
Did that really go in?
One team gains momentum, then the other storms back.
Hey, if this is any indication of how the game is going to go, we're in for a treat.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. It's Minneapolis. They lead by 2. And we'll be back in... Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Minneapolis.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
Taking a look at Minneapolis, Nikola Jokic is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Johnson, and it's Bird in at the 3. Pass to Beasley. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Beasley's got 11.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Thompson passes to Beasley. Oh, there's the alley! On the wing, Irving. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. And now a 7-point Minneapolis lead. Beasley outside. They set the screen. And Detroit another three.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
Minneapolis has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. And Irving gets it to go.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Here's Beasley. And he drops it in from the low post. 16 points for him.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, the Pistons have struggled despite the improvement of their young cornerstone, Cade Cunningham. He said, quote, "This league rewards winning. People are going to say everything I'm doing is empty and meaningless until I win games. That's what I plan on doing, and once I do that, all the other stuff will come with it." Guys?
That's a great perspective to keep right there, Allie. Thank you.
Yeah, he's really giving up size in that matchup. But on the perimeter, he can find the room he needs.
Well, that's the best way to neutralize that size advantage. Make him defend out on the perimeter.
Three-pointer, Stewart. And Detroit another three.
Preparation paying off for Stewart. He was on his spot and ready to go the second he got the ball.
Tried to come right back at him with the three. Not that time.
Beasley for three. And he sinks it again. 7 of 7 from the field now.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
Irving with a deep three. Oh, count it! Did that just happen, Coach?
That should be worth more than 3 points.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Bryant, he's checked in for Minneapolis. And with this break, a chance to see the best passers in the league from last season. Second, Luka Doncic. Nikola Jokic, third.
And you got to give credit to how both of these guys see the floor. They're all about moving the rock and trying to set their guys up. This is why their teammates love playing with them.
Pass to Nowitzki. There's the three. Hits the trifecta. Nowitzki's got 8.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Sasser drives in. Here's Klintman. Just 5 on the clock. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Stewart. Out to Beasley. Sasser outside. Back to Beasley. The three ball. Oh, he can't miss. 8 for 8 after that shot.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Johnson for 3. The rebound by Stewart.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
5 to shoot. Beasley, right side. The Pistons need to get one up quick. And that one's good. Stewart. And now a 3-point Pistons lead. The Lakers have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. And Stan, after starting his NBA career playing at center, the 6'8" Isaiah Stewart, more often now a power forward.
Yeah, look, Brian, he's improved as a shooter. He still looks more like an old-school big at the 4 spot, but he can step out and stretch the floor. Thunderous jam from Stewart.
And so here's Minneapolis. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Memphis, where they'll face the Grizzlies. And that'll mark the end of this 5-game road trip.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center, however.
And again for 3.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Here's the pick. Beasley for three. Just outstanding. He hits again, and he's still a perfect 9 for 9.
Ooh, he's been red hot from three-point range.
Connects again from distance.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown. Beasley for three. And Detroit another three.
And he continues to shoot a perfect percentage. Clearly a big reason why they're up right now.
Pass to Jokic. And again, it's Minneapolis with a three.
The competitive nature of Jokic coming through. He wanted those 3 points right back.
Now Stewart. The three. Doesn't drop. He's 4 for 5.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe. And coach, such a unique player, multiple-time MVP Nikola Jokic. How do you defend this guy?
Well, Brian, if I knew that, everybody in the league would be trying to hire me because no one has found an answer for Nikola Jokic. He can just beat you in so many ways. If you're going to double team him, he's going to create wide open shots and even layups for his teammates. If you're going to leave him single covered, he's going to score. There's nothing this guy can't do on a basketball court.
Nowitzki, that one's good.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
It's Beasley on the wing. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Nets in Brooklyn.
And he did a lot of work on the glass as well. He impacted the game on multiple fronts.
Jokic using his size.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Pass to Beasley. Duran with a screen on Irving. Beasley, that's good.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Bryant from deep three-point land. And again, it's Minneapolis with a three. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Duran with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Duran.
Well, that is a solid screen by Duran. And then the big man rolls right into scoring position.
Pass to Cunningham. Beasley outside. Back to Cunningham. Fires from 14. Ooh, Cunningham. Tough shot.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Back to Jokic. And Cunningham pulls it down. The Pistons leading. Here's Duran. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Duran's got 4 points this quarter.
They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jalen is from this area.
And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Back to Harris. On the wing, Irving. Fires from deep. Good. Another from three.
He is unstoppable. Completely dialed in from distance.
What an historic night shooting the ball. He now stands by himself for third place in most threes in a game. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Ivy's got 13.
Hot off the pass, Ivy has a shot up. No time to waste when you've got a pro-level defense coming at you. A steady start has turned into a spectacular second quarter for him.
Here's Cunningham. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Very clever how he creates space against a bigger defender.
Yeah, and he also plays with great confidence. Taking a shot there that other guys might have turned down.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Cunningham. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Cunningham's got 31.
Well, I know we don't want to jinx it, but he's still perfect from the field in this quarter.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Another one for the Pistons.
Oh, man, they have really heated up from mid-range.
Puts up a three, and Ivy pulls it down. Cunningham, left side. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Irving with a deep three. And again for three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's Minneapolis. They're up by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Well, one stat in their favor is the one they haven't been racking up, turnovers. They've been very precise with the ball.
And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
You watch them, they have competing styles, man. But the net effect, at least offensively, is very, very similar.
Pretty crazy how easy it is for these guys to score.
They make it look easy, Ernie. It ain't.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duren. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt, and it's Thompson in at the small forward. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. And that one's good. Cunningham. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Here's Cunningham. Duren with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Cunningham. Again, the Pistons score.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Ivy outside. Stolen by Bryant. A deep 3. Offensive board. Second chance shot. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And here's Cunningham. He's got 40 now. He keeps control of the ball.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
Incredible work right there on the glass. Just doing all he can to extend that lead.
Hey, once you got him on the ropes, keep swinging away.
Yeah, this is the spot where coaches want you to be relentless. Don't even give them a glimpse of hope.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Thompson with it. Irving picks him up. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And that one's good. Cunningham.
Not an easy shot at all. Cunningham seems to have it early on in his NBA career.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to review the game plan. All right, let's look back on last season for a moment. Here were your scoring leaders. Number 1, Luka Doncic. Second is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Two premier scoring options that defenses really have to scramble to account for.
Pass to Ivy. Harris outside. And here's Cunningham. 4 on the clock. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Bryant from deep three-point land. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Nice work on the boards, paying off with a basket. And now it's an 11-point Minneapolis lead. Thompson passes to Cunningham. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, I like it when Cunningham's looking to score. That puts the defenses into some tough positions.
And he drops the first.
The former number 1 pick, Cunningham has dealt with some injuries, but when he's healthy, he's always a factor.
Hits both from the stripe. Minneapolis leading by 9. Here's Nowitzki. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Nowitzki's got 9 points now in the second half. Ivy against Bryant. Ivy passes to Cunningham. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, Stan, as you look around the league, who stands out as the best perimeter defender right now?
There's so many good ones. OG Anunoby might be the most versatile. Drew Holiday, Derek White, KCP. Don't forget about guys like Aaron Gordon and Herb Jones, also outstanding.
First free throw is good. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense. And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Irving fires from way outside. The offensive rebound. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And keeping the play alive with his activity. I love the effort.
Duren with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Harris. 5 on the clock. And he gets it to go off the front iron. Harris has got 21.
And for Harris, it's about getting into a rhythm. Once he does this, he can take over games.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Well, another area they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
One shot.
So it's Detroit now, trailing by 13. Harris outside. Pass to Duren. Ivy outside. And here's Thompson for 3. He buries it from 3. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, that sometimes is a tough area for Thompson, but he manages to get off a smooth shot.
This has been a running theme for him. Hit a number of 3s in the first half, now nails another.
A jaw-dropping jam by SGA.
And that's creativity. Gilgeous-Alexander continues to amaze.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the Pistons with possession here. 15-point game. For three, here's Harris. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And again, it's Minneapolis with a three.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Yeah, this is the attention Ivy draws from defenses. Forces them to be overly aggressive.
It's his first trip to the line. And he makes a first.
And when you talk about Ivy, his explosiveness really stands out, especially when he's running the floor.
Beasley's checked in for the Pistons. He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. The rebound by Beasley. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with...
Connects again from distance.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game. Pass to Duran. Ivy outside. Takes a 13-footer. And there's another one for the Pistons.
And with the talent and the competitiveness that Ivy has, we're going to see a lot of nights like this in his NBA career. It's just a matter of how many.
And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for Detroit. Hardaway's checked in for Thompson. And Sasser's subbed in for Ivy. Both shots good from the strike.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Oh, sweet moves. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
The free throw drops for Harris. Minneapolis leading by 10. Irving fires from way out. And again for 3.
And with that make, he stands alone with the second most triples in a game.
Well, you got to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going in. He just keeps raining down the threes. To the paint. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lays it up and banks it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
He's 3 for 3 from the free throw line. The free throw drops for Harris. And so here's Minneapolis. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Bird. The rebound by Beasley. Pistons trail by 12. Sasser outside. Pass to Harris from outside the arc. That's off target. 10 for 12 now. Well, the Lakers shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Sasser, he drops it from range. Sasser's got his third bucket of the night.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
And so it's Detroit with it. They trail by 11. Knocks down the long J.
You don't have to ask Hardaway twice. If the shot's available, he'll take it.
And at 6'10", Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the perimeter.
Hardaway, the pass to Harris. Lets the three fly. Another three for Detroit.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough. And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him, and you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Here's Harris. Blocked. Bryant from deep three-point land. Rebounded by the Pistons. Down low. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That free throw no good. For the Pistons, Stewart comes in for Duren, and it's Holland in for Tobias Harris. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. Minneapolis leading by 10. And here's Bryant outside. Buries it from three. Bryant's got 11 in the second half.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Hardaway's shot is good.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Let's go with a three. Another possession, another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
Here's Hardaway, and the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Pistons making a switch here. Fontecchio's checked in.
They're finding a rhythm from the line as they try to cut into this deficit.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Minneapolis. From deep, Hardaway grabs the board. Pistons trail by 10. To the middle, Beasley, and it's blocked by Irving. To the inside, here's Abdul-Jabbar. Blocked!
Great recognition from Stewart. I like seeing him use his length and size to make an impact on defense.
Sasser outside. Beasley with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from him.
And so it's Minneapolis up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And so in the game for the Lakers, they've got Nikola Jokic. Kobe Bryant is out there with Johnson. And it's Bird in at the 3, the small forward.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
Good! Another from 3.
And he's now set the team record for most threes in a single game. What a shot he's got.
A lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure the next one's going in.
Yeah, Jokic, one of the league leaders in offensive rebounding throughout his career.
Reed passes to Hardaway. Beasley for 3. And Detroit another 3.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
Pure from 3-point range. Johnson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Hardaway. From deep. Drains the triple.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
Stewart finds Hardaway. And he dunks it down.
And the slam from Hardaway Jr. Can't forget about his athleticism.
Pass to Jokic. The rebound by Detroit. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. And there's a pick. Here's Sasser. And the Pistons, another 3.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Pass to Stewart. Beyond the arc. And Detroit another 3.
Well, give Stewart room at the arc at your own risk. He'll stretch the floor whenever he can.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Nails it from 3.
Tremendous range. I mean, that'll stretch a defense thin.
Pass to Hardaway. And Detroit another 3.
Yeah, that's like a layup to Hardaway at this point in his career.
Bird passes to Nowitzki. To the middle. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Sasser outside for 3. Hardaway. And Detroit another 3.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Bryant from deep 3-point land. The long distance 3 is buried.
He's giving his all here in the fourth, sinking 4 of 5 shots.
Outside Hardaway. And the Pistons, another 3.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half. Well, after that tough first half, you hoped he'd find his way to bounce back and get things going here in the second.
Back to Sasser. Just 5 to shoot. And Detroit another 3.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every 3 he takes now is going in.
Pistons trail by 3. To tie it up. And Detroit another 3.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Minneapolis. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the paint to take the lead. And Stewart with a lay-in. That one's good. Stewart's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, this is where Stewart should look to score. He can be very effective down low.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Pass to Hardaway. He'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
You can't be overzealous trying to stop Hardaway Jr. because this is what will get you in trouble.
And he knocks down the first one.
And with Hardaway, he has no fear on the court. To him, there's no defender he can't take on, no shot he can't make.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Hey, when you start locking it down at the line, good things tend to happen.
And another dime for him.
And this last assist ties him for the franchise record for most in a game. What a performance he's having.
He's been passing with pinpoint accuracy all game long. Hardaway, the pass to Duren. Harris with it. 6 to shoot. Back to Duren. And the shot is good. Harris making the play. Harris has got 5 assists tonight.
Well, the defense is right there, but Duren doesn't care.
The Lakers shooting 70% from the field, a performance that has been fun to watch. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Ivy's checked in for Sasser. And Minneapolis making a change here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
And Allie, thanks. Connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. And that three pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget. Here's Cunningham. Strong take by Cunningham.
Yeah, that's a shot that Cunningham is very comfortable with. No problem with the mid-range.
Man, showing some terrific range.
He's caught fire from beyond the arc here, and he's really got it going in the second half.
And here's Harris outside. Gets the three ball to go. Harris has got 17 points here in the second half.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Cunningham. And good! There's another!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Outside Irving. And again for three.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
It's a new single-game high-water mark for triples. Back to Cunningham. Hardaway with a screen on Johnson. There's Cunningham with a three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling. You know, it takes incredible accuracy to drain it from that deep. So impressive. And the only thing that can slow down his three-point onslaught, a break and play.
This crowd can do nothing but watch in awe. He has been spectacular.
I mean, he's in such a groove from out there. The defense hasn't been able to do anything to stop him. What a performance.
Thompson. He's checked in for Detroit. And it's Detroit with the ball. And there's the lob. Stolen by Bryant. It's a one-on-one situation. And it's Nowitzki missing. Pistons trail by 4. Pass to Harris. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Bryant with it. Launches it from deep. Duran with a rebound. Thompson outside. Duran with a screen on Irving. So they take the lead.
And what a huge bucket that was. Asar Thompson stepping up when his team needs him most.
And we've got a timeout.
Hey, yo, double. And the foul.
Bruh, that one play? Hey, focus.
Hey, sit right here, sit right here.
Hey!
Yep.
Come on, okay.
Hey, close on Nowitzki.
Get on him! Oh, give me that!
Time out.
Set up! One shot, throw it down!
Timeout.
And now we've got an intentional foul. Minneapolis with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
Good on the first. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 5-point game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
And here's Cunningham outside. He connects! And he's brought them within 2 points now.
And you can tell Cunningham is a very determined player, refusing to give up on the situation.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
Oh, gets the three to fall.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in the second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now up 3. They've got play smart.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll return shortly. And we return to the action as the single-game record for three-pointers is being rewritten.
Give this man his flowers. He is putting on a game for the ages.
They've got Kobe Bryant. He's out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Nowitzki in at the 4.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Inside. Here's Irving. Yet another bucket.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Pass to Harris. Here's Duren. That falls. Nice setup by Harris.
Well, this is where Duren looks to score, and it's why he shoots such a high percentage.
And another dime for him.
This is a passing display for the ages. Beautiful.
The dimes keep piling up, and he is now tied for the second most assists ever in a single game.
And standing even with Kevin Porter's total of 29 from 1970.
Connects again from distance.
It has been raining threes for him, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
Another possession, another assist.
There it is. Move over, everyone. There is a new assist king.
Oh, he's been magnificent all game with his playmaking, and now the record is his alone.
For so long, Scott Skiles' mark of 30 assists was the top of the history books.
Good! Another from 3.
Oh, my. He is scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
And solid pass from Cunningham. He has a good understanding for when the defense has overcommitted. He is just taking over this extra period. That's 4 consecutive buckets for him.
SGA with the big finish on the fast break.
What would this game be like without their easy points off of turnovers?
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
We're in OT here with just over 2.5 minutes gone by. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition.
Yeah, usually Duren is more of a finisher, but being selfless with the ball is a good thing for him in the long run.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
On target from range.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Oh, connects again.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in a game ever. He is hitting everything.
It is truly one of the greatest games in league history. He can't miss. Here's Cunningham. He got it again. Sensational.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history. Looking at the clock, just over 3.5 minutes into OT. And Harris has got the ball here for the Pistons. Pass to Thompson from behind the arc. And the shot is good. Harris making the play.
And meeting those expectations. I mean, this is what we all wanted to see from Thompson on offense.
A shot from the high post. Oh, another one falls.
That score moving him clear into 3rd all time for scoring.
Well, you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
It falls. And now they trail by just 4.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers. And I think this hometown crowd is in shock as the visiting squad fires right back with a 3 of their own.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. There's Cunningham with a 3. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Here's Cunningham. Again! What an avalanche!
90 points. A legendary performance.
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time. Bryant from deep three-point land. Outside for Irving. And again.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. Detroit calls timeout. They trail by 7. Some room here for Harris. And he sinks it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Rising to the occasion, more and more you can lean on Harris in these situations.
He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Laces one from 3.
And for a younger guy, Cunningham's vision is impressive. He's always watching the floor. He can't be happy with fouling out, but the game seems out of reach anyways. With the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
First clean look they have, I mean, they've got to take it.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 5-point game. Harris outside. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. First free throw is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both. And it's a 4-point ball game. From deep 3-point range. That shot, no good. And so it's Minneapolis with the W. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime, they took control.
And B.A., I don't think they expected this one to be so hard fought. But when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Shay, you were using those long arms to be disruptive on the defensive end. What's your focus at that end of the floor?
I'm just trying to be as active as possible. And like you said, get my length involved.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.